have my dreams. I have spread my dreams under your feet. Tread softly, because you tread on my dreams.
May weak by time and fate, but strong in will, to strive, to seek, and to find, but not to yield.
You have brains in your head. You have feet in your shoes. You can steer yourself any direction you choose. You are now on your own, and you know what you do. And you are the one who will choose where to go.
It is a far, far better thing that I do, that I have ever done. It is a far, far better rest that I go to than I have ever known.
A writer only begins a book. A reader finishes it. Hello everyone, we, the students of Around International School, welcome you all to our special assembly on World Book and Copyright Day. It is a celebration to promote the enjoyment of books and reading. Each year on this day, celebrations take over all over the world to promote the scope of book, the link between the past and the future, the bridge across cultures and generations. 23rd April is a symbolic date in our world literature. In this date, many prominent authors like William Shakespeare, Miguel de Cervantes, Inca Garcilaso de la Vega all died. This date was, of course, the natural choice for UNESCO's General Conference held in Paris in 1995 to pay a worldwide tribute to authors and books, encouraging everyone to access books.
When I'm reading, I am succeeding. I pick up a book and take a look. My mind just starts to grow. When I'm reading, I feel so free. And I'm turning pages, spending ages, friends all on my own. I love to read. I love to read. I love to read. And read and read and read. I love to read. I love to read. I love to read. And read and read and read. I love to read. Any type of book, any type of theme. Study the pictures, read the words and find out what they mean. Any type of book, any type of theme. Study the pictures, read the words and find out what they mean. When I'm reading, I am succeeding. I pick up a book and take a look. My mind just starts to grow. When I'm reading, I feel so free. And I'm turning pages, spending ages, friends all on my own. I love to read. I love to read. I love to read. And read and read and read. I love to read. I love to read. I love to read. And read and read and read. I love to read. Pictures, explanations, instructions, fairy tales, horror books and joke books, cookbooks, maps as well. Pictures, explanations, instructions, fairy tales, horror books and joke books, cookbooks, maps as well. When I read explanations, I am succeeding. Fairy tales, I pick up a book and take a look. My mind just maps as well. When I'm reading explanations, instructions, fairy tales, I'm turning pages, spending ages, cookbooks, maps as well. I love to read.
William Wordsworth is renowned for being an English Romantic poet who helped to launch the Romantic movement. On April 7, 1770, William Wordsworth was born in Cockermouth, Cumbria, England. Wordsworth's mother died when he was 8. This experience shapes much of his later work, and Wordsworth attended Hawkshead Grammar School, where his love of poetry was firmly established, and it is believed that he made his first attempts at verse. One of the most iconic literary characters in history, Wordsworth's poems are renowned for their lyrical rhythm, his effortless use of language, and the ability to compare nature to everyday life, evoking a spiritual and emotional connection with his readers.
Poetry is the spontaneous overflow of powerful feelings. It takes its origin from emotion recollected in tranquility. This famous quote from William Wordsworth embodies his beliefs and style of poetry. Wordsworth ranks as one of the greatest lyric poets in the history of English literature. Born on April 7, 1770, William Wordsworth was an English Romantic poet who, with Samuel Taylor Coleridge, helped launch the Romantic Age in English literature with their 1798 joint publication, Lyrical Ballads. His early years were dominated by his experience of the countryside around the Lake District and the English moors. Dorothy Wordsworth, his sister, served as his early companion until their mother's death and the separation when he was sent to school. Dorothy loved nature, and her thoughts and impressions were a valuable source of inspiration for her brother.
Life is divided into three terms: that which was, which is, and which will be. Now, let us learn about the past to profit by present and the present to live better in future.
The best portion of a good man's life is a little, nameless, unremembered act of kindness and of love. Do you know who is William Wordsworth? William Wordsworth is renowned for being an English Romantic poet who helped to launch the Romantic movement, one of the most iconic literary characters in history. Wordsworth's poems are renowned for their lyrical rhythm, his effortless use of language, and the ability to compare nature to everyday life.
William Wordsworth was born on 7 April 1770 in Cockermouth, Cumberland, in Land Street. His father's name was John Wordsworth. The magnificent landscape deeply affected William's imagination and gave him the love of nature. He lost his mother when he was of age 8 and later 5 years his father. The domesticated problem separated William from his beloved sister Dorothy, who was a very important part of his life. Now, let's talk about the William Wordsworth's life.
Wordsworth was sent to boarding school and he later attended college. After his college, he walked through Europe. Wordsworth's poems inspired future ecologists such as John Muir. He is credited for inspiring the idea of National Park movement.
Do you know, Wordsworth was orphaned at very early age, and also he suffered from anosmia and inability to smell. His masterpiece, The Prelude, was not even published during his lifetime.
Wordsworth's poetry is still studied in many schools across the country and it is 250th birthday celebration.
Wordsworth is the only poet laureate of Britain to write no official verses. Thus, in contrast, I was taught to feel so much. The self-sufficing power of solitude.
Sonnet was a popular form of poetry during the Romantic period. William Wordsworth wrote 523 sonnets. He is even considered one of the most famous poets in English literature and he is the most famous nature poet. The sonnet has been a popular literary form since its creation, made famous by Edmund Spenser, William Shakespeare and many more. We have amongst us Rashmika, who will present one of Wordsworth's greatest sonnet highlighting about the human negligence in appreciating nature's beauty and running off that materialism.
The world is too much with us. Late and soon, getting and spending, we lay waste our powers. Little we see in nature that is ours. We've given our hearts away, so will it be. This sea that bears her bosom to the moon. The winds that will be howling at all hours are upgathered now like sleeping flowers. For this, for everything, we are out of tune. It moves us not. Great God, I'd rather be a pagan, suckled in a creed outworn. So might I, standing on this present lea, have glimpses that would make me less forlorn. Have sight of Proteus coming from the sea, or hear old Triton blow his wreathed horn.
It is rightly said that true friendship is like sound health, the value of the seldom known until it is lost. In a chance meeting that would change the course of poetic history, Samuel Taylor Coleridge made the acquaintance of William Wordsworth and his sister Dorothy in Somerset in 1795. The two became immediate friends. During this time, Wordsworth and Coleridge greatly influenced, criticized, and inspired each other's poetry. Let's understand the meaning of true friendship through Wordsworth and Coleridge relationship. Thank you.
Chance meeting that would change the course of poetic history. My friend Samuel Taylor Coleridge has made an acquaintance of me and my sister Dorothy in Somerset in 1795. We became an immediate friend.
During this time, my friend Wordsworth and me generally influence and inspire each other's poetry. Wordsworth and me together published a first edition of Lyrical Ballads.
Coleridge's mutual friend Robert Southey, who was also a poet and worked with them. Not only me and Coleridge have a poetic interest, but we have developed a long and lasting friendship.
The Solitary Reaper, poem by William Wordsworth, published in 1807. It is a pastoral snapshot of a young woman walking alone in a field in the highlands of Scotland, singing a plaintive song. The words of the reaper's song are incomprehensible to the speaker, so his attention is free to focus on the tone, expressive beauty, and the blissful mood it creates in him. The poem functions to praise the beauty of music and its fluid expressive beauty. Let's dig deep into the fantastical world of Solitary Reaper.
Behold her, single in the field, in solitary highland lies, reaping and singing by herself. Stop here, oh, gently pass. Alone she kites and binds the grain and sings a melancholy strain. Oh, listen, for the vale profound is overflowing with the sound. No nightingale did ever chaunt more welcome notes to weary bands of travellers in some shady haunt among Arabian sands. A voice so thrilling ne'er was heard in springtime from the cuckoo bird, breaking the silence of the seas among the farthest Hebrides. Will no one tell me what she sings?
Dear parents and friends, on behalf of Aravali International School, I would like to extend our sincere gratitude for all the parents and well-wishers for their rock-solid support system and encouragement. Without your support, we would not be able to achieve excellence. Thank you so much for attending this event. A special mention to our respected mentor, Miss Reema Roy, for being the catalyst who stimulated us to do our best and for standing as the pillar of strength. With a great sense of appreciation, we would like to thank our dear teachers for their untiring efforts. We hope that you found this assembly informative, and here's the task for you. Give a space to your mind and contribute to the world of books by composing a poem. Kindly submit your creation on the following email address. Never lose your sense of wonder.
What's a good thing to do on a rainy day?
I'm gonna read a book today.
Or when it's too hot to go outside and play?
I'm gonna read a book today.
What can take you to a world of make-believe?
I'm gonna read a book today.
Where spaceships fly and dinosaurs breathe?
I'm gonna read a book today.
What you gonna do?
Read.
What you gonna do?
Read.
Read a little every day. What you gonna do?
Read.
What you gonna do?
Read.
Get smarter every single page. How you gonna learn about the kings from long ago?
I'm gonna read a book today.
Or how Singapore came to be from days of old.
I'm gonna read a book today.
How can you learn how an airplane flies?
I'm gonna read a book today.
Or why a spider has a gazillion eyes?
I'm gonna read a book today.
Hey, what you gonna do?
Read.
What you gonna do?
Read.
Read a little every day. What you gonna do?
Read.
What you gonna do?
Read.
It's easier every single page. How you gonna learn about the people from far away?
I'm gonna read a book today.
Learn how they work and how they play.
I'm gonna read a book today.
What can give you goosebumps or fill you with fright?
I'm gonna read a book today.
Where is a story that's sure to delight?
I'm gonna read a book today.
Oh, what you gonna do?
Read.
What you gonna do?
Read.
Read a little every day. What you gonna do?
Read.
What you gonna do?
Read.
Faster every single page. Instead of turning on my TV set.
I'm gonna read a book today.
The further you read, the more exciting it gets.
I'm gonna read a book today.
I'm gonna read a book today. I'm gonna read a book today. I'm gonna read a book today. I'm gonna read a book today. Oh, what you gonna do?
Read.